Hey you guys, hope everyone is doing well today. Tonight we are making Cornish hen. Alright, Cornish hen is a simple little, small bird, but it's a great meat that you can make for Easter. We're getting ready for Easter. It's not this weekend, but it's not weekend. I like to make Cornish hen by themselves, especially they're great if you're feeding a small crowd. But if you're feeding a large crowd, they can complement another meat like ham. We posted a new ham recipe this week on Wednesday, so go check that out if you're interested in the ham recipe. It's real simple. So we're going to start by going ahead and chopping up the vegetables. I'm going to make them tonight with onion and bell pepper. Alright, let's check the light over here. Okay, see what we can do. I'm doing using a different light source today. I have my light set up, so hopefully it's better. Y'all know since time has changed, it's a little brighter than usual. Okay, it looks all right. Hi, how are you? Alright, so we're going to get ready and start with the bell pepper. I'm going to do diced bell pepper and big pieces of bell pepper as well. Because what I like to do is saute bell pepper to go on top of the chicken, and then also stuff the chicken with bell pepper and onion. Just going to cut it a little corner off. Go ahead and toss out all those seeds. Well, that's excellent. I'm having a lovely day as well, especially since tomorrow is Friday. Even better. Can you see pretty well? I see it's kind of going in and out. I may have to turn on my other lights if it's too dark. Up. You don't have to dice them up in any special way, just as long as they're not too big. Alright, set those, okay, great. Set those to the side. I'm going to go ahead and pop the core out, because I'm just going to cut this piece into big chunks. I'm going to do the same thing with the onion. All those little pieces. Alright, I got them out. Are you ready for Easter? Ready. I guess it's a little bit less stressful than Christmas and Thanksgiving. You don't have to cook as much food. You don't have to deal with all the gifts and all of that type of stuff. So it's a little bit better than all those big holidays. And of course, I'm ready for some good food. We're actually doing dinner non-traditional. Yeah, we're doing dinner non-traditional and having ribs. So, I'm not mad at that, especially since we made the ham the other day. I kind of already had regular Thanksgiving dinner. Alright, I'm going to cut a little bit more of that, and that's really enough. The Cornish hens aren't that big, so you don't need a whole lot. So I have like a little piece left. And I'm going to go ahead and start on the onion. And do the same thing. And I have to give it a rinse. So let me rinse it off and go ahead and get started on it. Alright. And I'm going to make these Cornish hens kind of like you do roast. I'm making them with potatoes and carrots, but you can make them with whatever your favorite sides are, macaroni and cheese, greens, what do people eat on holiday? Broccoli casserole, whatever you like. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this onion from my chunks. And after I finish this, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and heat my skillet and put some olive oil in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and saute the onion and the bell pepper while we prep the chicken. Quinoa, okay, you go for it. I'm not having quinoa for Easter. I think we're having macaroni and cheese. And I wish we were having greens, but we're not. We're having something green, because that's just how it goes in my family. And, what else are we having? Potato salad, which I don't eat. But I enjoy the macaroni. Now let me get rid of this, and then we'll start on the now me thinking about macaroni and cheese. On the Cornish hen. Also take my carrots out of the refrigerator. Okay, rinse my hands. I'm gonna move over to the sink. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the skillet on so it can get hot. All right. Let's see, I know it's a little bit dark over here. Turn this light on. That's a little bit better. Let me shine this light over here. We're gonna work it out today. Okay, that's definitely a little better. Alright, so I'm using just Tyson chicken. It comes just like this in a double pack. It's my favorite type of Cornish hen. I've tried other brands before, and they didn't taste as good. Promise you there's a difference. I'm just gonna cut it open. Oh, I don't know what I was saying. And I always rinse my chicken. Always. Okay, awesome. I had to get creative today. Okay, so just rinse them. I like to rinse the inside as well, just to have it. There's a little tail. Turn this off so you can hear. There's a little tail on here on the meat. You can leave it on or you can cut it off. If you want to remove it, it's real easy. Just trim it. And that's it. Same thing with this one. Alright. Just like that. Clean them up, and they have a couple little pesky hairs on them. I mean, it is meat, so you just have to work with it. And wash my hands. Let's see, another little piece. Okay. So I'm going to transfer these chickens to a Pyrex dish. Some people like to cook Cornish hen on their breast. I don't think it matters. This thick piece here, I don't think it matters. I cook them both ways. Look, these chickens. Now look. Let me take care of a couple more things that I see. And give this one an extra rinse. It needs a little extra love today. can't see it on camera, but there's some little tiny hairs right here, and I like to make sure they come off. Go ahead and cut this tail. All right. Move these back over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some oil over here in my pan. It's probably almost gone. Yep. We're gonna cook real fast because my pan's pretty hot already. Here's my other bottle. I keep stock of olive oil, y'all, because I use it all the time. I should buy the big bottle, but you know how that goes. I buy the smaller bottle like I don't use it all the time for some reason. Alright, so just a decent amount of oil in there. It's pretty hot, but I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetables. Just like that. This is more than enough oil for this amount of vegetables. Give them a stir. And let them do their thing. I'm going to go ahead and let them cook until they start to brown. Break them up a little bit. We'll go ahead and take care of the hen. But first, y'all, give me just a second so I can throw away this paper and put some bleach in my sink, because it's going to bother me until I do. I don't want any germs. When you rinse your chicken in the sink, you want to make sure you don't have any germs lying around. Make sure you go ahead and bleach your sink real well. Alright, I'm going to let that sit. And I'll bleach y'all back there later. Okay. There we go. So you can pat your hands a little bit just to remove any residual oil, water. A lot of hand washing goes into this dish. Grab another piece. Pat it dry. And then we're going to rub the hen down in olive oil. Again. Let me turn this up just a little bit. Grab the olive oil. Okay. I just like to take the olive oil and just start on the top and then just massage it into the chicken. Massage the whole chicken with the olive oil. The wings, all of it. And I'm going to leave them with the breast side up because it's easier to stuff the chickens that way. I use olive oil on everything. I just think the flavor is so great. Y'all know I'm the flavor queen. Alright, so you got them seasoned real well with the olive oil. You just take, your vegetables. I'm going to try to do this with one hand so I don't have to keep washing my hands. and just stuff the cavity of your chicken. A little bit of bell pepper and a little bit of onion. Just like that. It doesn't have to be falling out. Bring it a little closer. Just like that. It doesn't have, the herbs don't have to fall out of your chicken. You just want a good amount so that your chicken seasons from the inside. I guess so, huh? You a mess. Same thing with the other side. Other chicken. Alright. So I use most of it. Not quite all of it, but most of it. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. I think I can do this with one hand. I'm going to go ahead and season my chicken. Today I'm using seasoned salt, garlic salt, and black pepper. And smoked paprika. Just for a little kick. And then if you want an extra kick, go ahead and put some cayenne pepper on it. And the recipe also calls for green onion, but I'm not using green onion today. I'm just keeping it simple with the onion and the bell pepper. That's good. I'm going to check on the onion sauteing real quick, and then we'll go ahead and season these up. Alright, they're doing good over here. Crank it up just a little bit more. Okay. I'm thinking about what side I want to cook them on. I'm going to go ahead and cook them right side down. A good amount of garlic salt. You can also go ahead and just turn your chicken like this and put some garlic salt right into the cavity of the chicken as well. Alright, make sure I get this side. Alright, and now time for my seasoned salt. You don't have to get crazy with the seasoning, but Cornish hens do need a generous amount of seasoning because they get kind of, juicy in the oven, and some of the seasoning will fall off. I know I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. I'm over here trying to figure out what I want to do as I go. There, now they're both on the bread. Okay, now let's do the pepper. And you don't have to keep flipping them. I'm over here being extra today. You can season one side and then go ahead and season the other. I'm glad to know that you can see real well though. Alright. The paprika is for the flavor, and also look how much color the paprika gives the chicken. Now I've never made them in the Instant Pot, but that would be something to try. You know what, but I want to try them in the air fryer first. I think that would be really good. Alright, so my chicken is well seasoned. I'm going to go ahead and start on the carrots and the potatoes. Okay, set this to the side. And wash my hands. And then when the onion and the bell pepper gets done sauteing, we're going to pour it over the chicken and over the vegetables. I'm gonna make 3 potatoes. It's more than enough. Let me check on this real quick. Okay, just want to make sure it doesn't burn. Yeah, I wish I had one of those, a combination air fryer. That's nice. Especially since, you know, the Instant Pot makes the food so moist, you know what I mean? So you can go ahead and cook your meat, get it real nice and moist and tender, and go ahead and brown it right there and don't have to worry about transferring it. Well, what I like to do with Cornish hens is I like to brown them on top when they get just about done cooking. So I'll just take the foil off and let them brown and turn on the broiler if I need to. Most of the time, turn on the broiler because I like to see the brownness without drying them out. Which can happen if you just take the foil off and let them cook. Trying to get them brown, you can dry them out. So it's better just to turn the broiler on. Let me move that over. I'm saving the rest of that onion and that bell pepper because I'm making some green beans too. So I'm going to cut that into smaller pieces when I get done with this. Just some canned green beans today. I'm not coming on here snapping any green beans for y'all on a Thursday. We may do that a different day, but it doesn't take that long. But with all of this, I don't want to make it too long. So we're just doing this today. I'm just going to peel all of these and I'm going to chop them up into big pieces. And I cook my vegetables right along with my chicken. But what I do, since they get done before the chicken does, is I go ahead and I take them out. But I'll go ahead and cook them because you have the flavor. With the chicken and the vegetables cooking all together, it just tastes really good. I've done it separately before. I'm going to put these in another bowl. And it kind of has like, you know, that fresh taste. It didn't have like that sultry feel like, you know, when you cook them all together. Alright. One more potato. I'm going to go ahead and turn these off. Yeah, they're pretty brown now. Yeah, pretty brown. So they're good. Who's cooking for Easter? Are you cooking anything? A dessert? I'm sure you might cook some dessert. I need to make those apple dumplings you always talk about. Don't worry, if I make it on here, I credit you. Alright, big chunks. Just like that. You're not at all? I'm surprised. No, what's that cake you always make? Italian cream. No Italian cream cake. I figured you would find that funny. Yeah, I guess because I type all day, I do not have the hand strength to cut potatoes in my hand. So I use this cutting board for everything that I chop. Alright. Oh, okay. Just gonna keep it all to yourself, that big old cake. Get my colander out. Okay, so we're gonna work on the carrots. This made quite a few potatoes. More than enough. But I'm sure I can figure out what to do with it, because I love potatoes. Alright, this is how I do my carrots. I make my carrots. And this is just one of those things, it's preference, and it's what my mom taught me, it's how she did it, and so I'm showing you all how I do it. Bluebell. Now that's a lot of richness going on. I wouldn't be good for the rest of the day eating bluebell and Italian cream cake. So what I do is I scrape my carrots first. I just take a knife and I scrape any. See, they kind of start with all of that on there. I scrape it right off. Most of it. I don't get crazy with it. I just scrape it, turn it the other way, and scrape it some more. And I cut the ends off, and then I cut it down. Even small doses. You have to. The Italian cream cake by itself makes you go, whoa. Just keep going. Make sure you use a big knife so you're not in here all day. If you're making this for Easter, you can do it like this. You can switch up your sides, however you want to do it. But this makes it where you can put everything in one thing, put it in the oven, and you don't have to worry about it. You have a whole meal. Make a side of vegetables, and of course some dessert, or buy some dessert. The whole meal doesn't have to be from scratch. It's my preference to have most of the meal from scratch for Easter. But to eliminate the stress, do what works best. Because cooking, if you're serving guests, cooking can definitely be stressful. And I've learned, you know, you can cook so much food that you can't even enjoy the moment. And who wants that? Life's too short for that. Alright, I'm going to do a few more carrots. And I'll give them a good rinse in my colander. I also season my vegetables. Yeah. I also season my vegetables because I've tried that before. I'm like, you know, I season the chicken and I don't want to overdo it with the seasoning. I'm not going to season my vegetables. Big mistake. They were so bland, y'all. I'll never do it that way again. I only got 2 carrots left in here, so might as well cook the whole bag. Okay. Last one. Alright, so I have more than enough vegetables for these 2 pieces of chicken, but you know, more is better than less. Show you all my vegetables. Big pot of bowl of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them a rinse in my colander and go ahead and position them around the chicken. So that's why it was important, especially for me to go ahead and bleach my sink so we're not having any cross-contamination issues when I came over here to rinse my vegetables. there. Another thing that you can do to make it easier, if you already know you're gonna make the Cornish hen, go ahead and you can season it just like we did today, and go ahead and cover it with foil. Put it in the refrigerator the night before. All it does, marinate, get all the seasonings working there real good, and then like that morning, you can go ahead and cut up your potatoes, place them in some cool water. It'll keep them from turning brown. You can put your carrots right in there too. And so that way when you get ready to put everything in the oven, you just pop it in the oven and go. Let's do this. Let me put y'all back in this bowl and season you. It's going to be easier that way. I'm just going to use the regular garlic salt, seasoning salt, and a little bit of pepper. And I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. Because even though we're adding them on top, I want to make sure that there's olive oil all over the vegetables, so they don't dry out. I'm just an olive oil fanatic. And if you're a big onion person, of course you can chop up some onions and put them right on in with your potatoes and your carrots as well. Alright, that's good. It's not a ton of olive oil and it's not a ton of seasoning. Just a good amount. Excuse me, I'm getting ready to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start with the carrots at the bottom, since they're a little bit tougher than potatoes, so they'll take longer to cook. And just put them wherever you can get them. Onions do make everything better. And you know what? I couldn't stand onions growing up. My mom would put onions in food, even if she would cook them down. And I would be trying to pick around them. And now I use onion and everything. And I still don't like fresh onion, but I can do the cooked onion. So I like to put my bigger pieces on the bottom. Some of them set up, like this one's kind of sitting up over here, but the bigger piece is definitely on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and add the potatoes. Of course, if you have more guests, you want to make more chicken, your whole pan might be chicken. Because like me, I can eat a whole corn. If this is all the chicken, all the meat that we're having, I can eat a whole Cornish hen by myself. Who else is with me? I'm just saying. Holidays, you kind of just let loose a little bit. Alright. That's good. I have a few more potatoes. Let me just stick them in there. That's a lot of vegetables. Like I said, you don't have to make near as many, but I did, so I'll just put them right in there. Red onion. I've never used red onions with this, but I have used green. I'm gonna pour our onions over here. And we're gonna talk about the ham for a minute. I wasn't gonna come on and demo ham today, but we can talk about it. And just place your onions over like so. And just spread them out over your vegetables. And spread them out however you want them. Just like that. Cover it with foil and pop it right in the oven. Well, let me go ahead and do that. It's already 6:30 and these are going to take a couple of hours to cook. Let me grab my foil. Okay, let's talk about this ham. So if you're going to make ham for Easter, all you have to do is place your ham in a large roasting pan and pour a whole can of Coca-Cola over your ham, and that's it. Cover it with foil. Coca-Cola will make your ham so moist. Trust me. Put it in the oven, 325, an hour and a half. Let me go ahead and put this in the oven. Just a second, y'all. I'm coming. Have to move my rack around. Alright. Okay, so place your ham in the oven on 325 for an hour and a half. Let me get this light out of your eyes. An hour and a half. Take your ham out of the oven, rub it down with some liquid smoke. That's optional, but rub it down with some liquid smoke. It won't taste smoky, just a little extra flavor. Then, to make your glaze, you're going to use a cup of brown sugar, and you're going to take a 20-ounce can of pineapple slices. And take the liquid out of your pineapple slices, put it right into your pot, and about half a tablespoon of mustard. Stir it together. I don't make a really thick glaze. If you like a thick glaze, all you have to do is add a little bit of honey. But go ahead and let that cook up a little bit. About 10 minutes, it thickens up a little bit. Remove it from the pan and pour your glaze all over your ham, just like that. That's it. And you can reserve like a little bit if you just want to brush your ham when you're done, so it gets that nice little glistening, that look, that brownness. And then place your ham. Let me get some water. Hold on. Alright, it's hot in here. Place your ham back in the oven for half an hour. Cover it again. Make sure you cover it again because ham will dry out real fast on you. Place it in the oven for an hour and a half. Take it out. Oh, I forgot to tell you also, when you pour your glaze over there, also put your pineapple rings on top of your ham. After an hour and a half, the best ham, y'all, trust me, best ham. So, for Easter, you can do Cornish hen, you can do ham, chicken, ribs, whatever. But Cornish hen and ham are my favorites for Easter. But thank y'all for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed this demo. Full recipe is in the, what do you call that? I posted it in the caption for y'all. It's a little bit, like I said, I didn't add the cayenne pepper and I didn't add the green onion. You can really make it your own. But that's how simple Cornish hens are. So I'll see y'all next time. And also, a new YouTube video was posted today. Our homemade French fry recipe, our Easter recipe will be posted on YouTube. Okay, yeah. Oh, hot links too. I'm thinking about doing hot links with the ribs. Since my grandmother wants the ribs, I'm thinking about it. Earl Campbell is the best. Or Dickie's. Dickie's has some good hot links too. But anyway, you made me lose my train of thought. Next week, we'll be posting our YouTube recipe for Easter. It's going to be our candy yam recipe. Y'all made that in the stories so many times, but we're coming with a video for y'all. So thank y'all again for joining me. I'll see y'all next time.